September, the Bears dominated their first matchup against the Packers. Can Green Bay avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
No 2 NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they'll begin by running the option. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Second and long. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Amos. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. On second down, Amos. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Barnett. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On 1st down, it's Barnett. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Four yards the pickup, 1st down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down now, Amos. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. This, the 2nd meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Second and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2nd and 9 now. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now it's second and 9.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Meanwhile, the throw here, and the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's interference. Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the deep.
And oh, he coughed it up.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They'll look to throw here.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. Amos, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Amos, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Amos. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Amos. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10. That's a 20-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Amos. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Barnett, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Up the middle they go. Amos.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Wright's got it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2nd and 6. Trying for Wright, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The drive starts with a completion left side, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
second down and 3. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Amos, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Amos. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Now a give right side. Amos. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. 80 seconds remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Over the middle, complete. It's Barnett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Barnett. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Back to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.